Alright, hey there guys, Adrian Acosta here, aka Jetterbro95, coming at you guys with a 99 overall Seahawks theme team gameplay. Yes, I know, we finally hit 99 overall for this team, and I will have a video for that coming out tomorrow, more than likely. Definitely won't be having it tonight, because I'm going to have this gameplay out for you guys. But let's start off with the three defensive players that I'm going to be showcasing to you guys. We got Glover Quinn, John Randle, and Uchenna Nwosu. Let's start with the actual Seahawks theme team remix player in Uchenna Nwosu. Now, this card is pretty solid. 98 speed, 99 finesse move, 98 block shed, 96 power move. This, that, and everything. He's got some good abilities. He's got some good stats to him. In terms of the best edge rusher for the team, that is actually completely up to you guys, because at this point in the year, every single card is really good. He does have 90 zone coverage, which actually kind of surprised me a little bit. But in terms of the overall like edges for this team, you got Frank Clark, Jadeveon Clowney, Boye Mafe, Bruce Irvin, Uchenna now, Dramont Jones is another one that I think is pretty solid. You know, I'm playing him on the current day roster for those of you guys that do not know. So Uchenna, I think, is a pretty solid overall edge guy. Now, I don't necessarily know if he's worth the jumping to pick him up. If you want to grab him, by all means, go right ahead. I think he's really good. So he does get every single one of these basic abilities for 1 AP. He also does get, you know, the regular Seahawks cam. He does get right outside linebacker secondary position. If you guys want to move him over to the right side and play him there, you can definitely do that. And then for him, he does get the Seahawks, you know, the new chem that they're doing with the theme team remix cards. He does get that one, and I actually have three out of it. I'll show you the other one that comes in here in a minute when we get to him. But then, you know, for free abilities, we got Edge Threat for a free, Lurker, Secure Tackler, and Strip Specialist. I'm going with Edge Threat because with the AP changes, I really do think Edge Threat and Double or Nothings have definitely been a little bit more important, because unless people are running free secure protectors or all days, I don't necessarily think people are going to be looking to spend in their offensive line. And so taking advantage of that potentially could be a huge deal moving forward in the game. Now, I probably want to change this. I feel like changing this to, like, you know, Secure Tackler or Strip Specialist, maybe even Lurker, and getting 1 AP for the Edge Threat Elite to get the Under Pressure boost as well, because, you know, people are probably not going to be rocking Fearless. I'm definitely going to have to go through this and figure out what abilities I want to run. Next, we have John Randle, who is the Vikings theme team remix, but he did play in Seattle for a couple of years. Was really good, and then when he did ultimately regress in 2002, he did end up retiring. But, you know, in the 3 years that he was there, he had two really good years, had double-digit sacks. I think he had 13.5 in 2000, and then like 11 or 10 in 2001, and then in 02, he had like 5.5, and then ultimately retired. But yeah, Randle, really good. He does get both ends for secondary position, so if you want to play him at left or right end, I don't see the problem with that. I think he's really good no matter where you do put him. But he does get the Vikings chemistry, sadly, for this. Which makes sense because he is the Vikings theme team remix player. Now, his stats: 97 speed, 99 excel, 99 block shed power, finesse. All really good stats. I wouldn't be jumping so far to jumping so fast to pick him up though, because at DT, the Seahawks are pretty deep. We got Woods, John Madden, who is a free DT for everybody. But even if you want to exclude him, we also have the team captain Sam Adams that I think is a really good pickup as well. Now, he'll probably get an upgrade here relatively soon. I think next week with the final drop of Theme Team Remix, they may boost the captains +1 to the gold 99s. And so that way, you definitely have another team captain that can be, you have another defensive tackle for the Seahawks that could be really viable, be a really viable option. He's not the greatest at run stuffing defensive tackles though, even though I am rocking inside stuff on him. Here are the other abilities he does get though: goal line, El Toro, and under pressure. He's not the biggest of guys, right, for the defensive tackle spot. He's 6'1", 290, which is very undersized for a defensive tackle, especially when you consider, again, like Al Woods and Sam Adams are on the roster for the DT spot. So I'm currently playing Al Woods as my base defensive tackle on my 3-4 base defense, but when I move to nickel packages, he actually comes in and he plays the rush defensive tackle, and I believe he had half a sack, if not, he had some good stuff to him today. I might change up some abilities and put an under pressure on him. I don't know yet. For sure. I don't know for sure yet if I want to do that. And then lastly, guys, we got Glover Quinn. Now, I know he was not a Seahawk by any means. He was a Texan and a Lion. However, this player I'm going to be using for Glover Quinn, I'm using simply just due to circumstances because, quite honestly, the Seahawks free safety is not that good. I could put Jamal Adams in the team, but then I don't have a 99 overall team, and that was kind of the whole point with me doing this, was to get a 99 overall team with Glover Quinn. With free safety. That was the only thing I really needed, and Glover Quinn does provide that. Now, once we do get a Quandre Diggs card, which I'm hoping is next week, then obviously he will start, and this is just on this roster. On the current day roster, Quandre Diggs is the free safety because he's actually the current day starter. But Glover Quinn, 99 speed, acceleration, zone coverage, play recognition, hit power. Wow, that's actually really high hit power on a free safety. Really good stats overall. I think this Glover Quinn card is a pretty solid card. And the other reason is I'm going to actually be treating him as by a player that I don't know if many Seahawks fans remember this name. But if you do, leave a like on the video and let me know in the comments I recognize that name. Jordan Babineau. Do you guys remember that name? Let me know in the comments, guys. And I will absolutely love you for that, because I think a lot of Seahawks fans, especially in the newer generation, don't know fully about the 2000s Seahawks that were really good. Those 2000 Seahawks were really, really good, consistent playoff teams, Super Bowl contenders at some years. One of the reasons I love using Sean Alexander, by the way. It's just because of the 2000 Seahawks. Those were the teams I watched. Those were began to watch, obviously, stuff of that nature. So yeah, that is it for the intro, guys. Lots of stuff going on. I will, again, have a Theme Team lineup update coming to you tomorrow. But until then, enjoy the gameplay. Alright, as we get into the video, guys, we have Patrick Mahomes, Tyson Campbell, and A.J. Brown as my opponent's top three. And then for myself, we have Russell Wilson, Devin Bush, and Bobby Wagner, which I don't know why I get the same top three. I feel like it should be different each time or something like that, especially with this high overalls. Pretty sure there's a way I could change that, but really whatever. I don't really give it too much of a shit. It's not that big a deal to me. It's just kind of weird because I'm trying to get my players that I'm doing gameplays on in the top three, but sadly that just isn't the case at times. So 3rd and inches here, he goes to goal line for a fullback dive. We run commit out of our defense, and we actually get to stop in the backfield. So moving into a 4th and 1 here. Unfortunately, we do call cover 0 on this play. It's trying to send a little bit of pressure. Unfortunately, Cam is on the wrong side, so sadly we do not get the ability to match up properly, and we give up a wide open flat and a new set of downs. But right here, we send a little bit of an unorthodox blitz. I do blitz the corner off the right side and then drop, I believe, Uchenna into a seam flat. Not really sure. Whatever it was, but we forced the pick 6 anyways with Bobby Wagner, so really good start defensively, obviously. Now, my thoughts on Uchenna Nwosu are documented in the intro again. I do think that he is good, but depending on what your preference is, do you really think you should have Uchenna on the team? Now, I'm having him on the roster for me personally, just simply because he does get free edge threat, which obviously I do want pass rushing abilities right now. Obviously, free abilities are at an all-time premium because of the AP change, which I don't know if I touched on it in the last video about how I feel about these AP changes, but I will do it now since it's on my mind. I actually like this AP change. I think it is a little bit interesting that they decided to wait till May to change it. But I'm not complaining, because I actually do think the changes for the AP system are welcome, especially with all of the free abilities. My only problem is the fact that they waited till May. But right here, I didn't follow the seam route down the middle of the field, and we give up a touchdown pretty quickly. So 7-7 here. Now, I just held on the ball here too long. I actually think I called the wrong play. I don't even know what kind of play I called out of the Broncos. Yeah, I called Packers outs out of the Broncos offense, which is similar to the Packers offense. Right here, we tried this corner route to Jimmy Graham, but unfortunately, he does get his feet out of bounds. So now we're in the 3rd and 19 here, but this time around, we do fire the corner route to Jimmy Graham, and he actually does come down with the ball this time, and we get a 30-yard gain on 3rd and 19. So good start offensively as we go 1st and 10 here. Once again, holding on to the ball a little too long, taking a little bit to recognize that it is cover 2, even though I am going to my cover 2 plays that beat it, like, curl flats and all that shit. I am just taking too long to make a decision on the ball. So, but we do find the flat there to K9, get to pick up for the 1st down here. Now, I have no idea how I got out of this, yet alone gained some yards on that. I actually, I unleashed my old prime Russell Wilson. I guess because I've used this card so much throughout the year, I have become him. I assume. I don't know, but I mean, hey, whatever. We got the first down, and now we're in a 2nd and goal. Here we go with a read option. He fights on the read for the running back, and we take off with Russell for a rushing touchdown. So we're up 14-7. First game in like a week. I haven't really been playing a whole lot of Madden recently because there is just a lot going on for personal things, as well as the fact that the game is definitely dying out. I believe there is like there's like about a month left of active like content drops and all that shit before we do actually start getting to the end of the year. And plus also, guys, we do have Madden 24 on the horizon here in the next few months, so which I definitely will be playing Madden 24, obviously. I will be playing Madden 24, uploading some more Seahawks Theme Team YouTube content for you guys. I do actually want to expand out a little bit since it's on my mind right now and talk to you guys about it. Maybe expand a little bit and try some different series like No Money Spent, maybe a wheel series. You know, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know that I actually am a huge fan of the wheel series. I think it's actually pretty interesting overall, especially, you know, some of the guys I've been watching, like Fox, for example, with his Diamond Dynasty. You know, that's been a lot of fun to watch, so I might try that. I'm not fully certain what I want to do for Madden 24, but I will be doing Theme Team content as well as, you know, try to do other things, you know, or maybe I might just do multiple Theme Team contents, because I do have like 3 theme teams, right? Like I got Seahawks. I know for a fact I'm going to be able to do Eagles, and then Lions or Patriots. Probably will be Patriots, since that is probably going to be the better one. But, you know, at the bare minimum, I have like 4 theme teams, and I'm also in talks, hopefully, of being able to do updates on like a Steelers theme team for Madden 24. I don't know what the fuck that was. But do a Steelers theme team for Madden 24 potentially. You know, we'll have to wait and see, right? Madden 24 is still a few months away. Lots of things could happen and change, but overall, I am looking forward to Madden 24. I always look forward to the next game, even though, you know, even if I don't like the previous game, which I actually did like this game. Overall, the gameplay was a lot more enjoyable, at least in my opinion, in terms of the game in Madden 24 compared to like Madden 22 even. Now, right here, once again, I don't know how I pulled this off, but I managed to scramble out of the pocket through the backside C gap, or the frontside C gap, I guess in this case, and pick up a first down. So again, I know he's in cover 2, so I'm just calling, you know, routes and combos to beat cover 2. Curl flat on one side, and then a sort of smash combo on the other side. You know, try to read the cloud flat defender, figure out what he's gonna try. Right here, you know, definitely was looking on the corner route. Took me a little bit to get back to the flat to Baldwin, but he does take a nice big hit. Now, once again, going into another cover 2, trying to figure out some more cover 2 plays. You know, this sticks play kind of work out, I guess. Right here, we just hand the ball off to Lynch this time around. So, but let me know in the comments, guys. What is it that you want to see for Madden 24? Do you guys want to see more theme teams? Do you guys want to see No Money Spent? Do you guys want to see a Wheel of Mutt series, that kind of like what MMG does, but maybe not to the degree, because I know he does some different things, and I don't want to be a complete ripoff, because I would feel like that would be kind of stupid. Right here, first and goal, though, get the ball to K9. He tries to shoot the gap with Quandre, but we do get into the end zone with a touchdown for K9. So now we're up 21-10. We just got to play some good defense here, make him take a lot of time off the clock, and get the win, basically. So right here, 2nd and 9. Had a little bit of hesitation with Devin Bush, thinking that Cam was going to match the seam flat. He didn't, because I completely forgot it was a trip style set, and seam flats don't match on trip sets. For whatever reason, they just don't. I don't know if that's a problem in the game, or if that's just something that is supposed to be coded that way. Now, that K9 streak out of the backfield, I know for a fact, was not what I was expecting, and he ended up throwing that streak right down there. So first and 10 here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. He tries to throw this. I think he's trying to go to A.J. Brown on that, but, you know, that ends up being thrown out of bounds. So right here, 2nd and 10. Once again, going to the seams. This time Sherman knocks it out. This Richard Sherman card played a lot better today. I really do think, like, the first time, like, when I was playing with him, is right here. We get Cam Chancellor in the cover 6 on the inside quarter. He comes over and gets that interception. I really do think that it was the lack of play recognition from Sherman with how bad he played, and he played really, really well today. So 3rd and 9 here. can't remember what happened to the first down play, but whatever, fuck it, I'm recording right now. First and 9 here, the 3rd and 9 here, we do get the curl route to Baldwin, and we do actually get pushed forward and pick up a first down. So right now, obviously, you know, just get the ball down the field, realistically, truthfully speaking, just kill clock as much as possible. I do have Omaha activated, so I do know what play he is running. He actually did middle third the inside linebacker, so we just take the flat to Pete Metzeler, to Jimmy Graham, I mean. He's not Pete Metzeler, he's Jimmy Graham. So, again, just going to try and kill as much clock as possible. And basically, that actually ends the game. He actually did not even bother to call a timeout for whatever reason. Again, I just don't understand. I don't understand the clock management of a lot of players in this community. Truth, at times, I don't understand it, especially since you're down and you need points. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But that's going to do it, guys. We do have I think Randle did get a sack. I forgot to mention that. But overall, I hope you guys did enjoy the game right here. Basically, it's the end of it right here. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button below, and also leave a like, as both things are very helpful in the algorithm for the YouTubes, as well as other things of that nature. Also, be sure to follow me over on Twitch and on TikTok, guys, as well as the Twitter. Link to all of those are in the description. As well as the fact that, like, once again, I will have a Seahawks team lineup update out tomorrow afternoon or evening. Yeah, so stick around for that, guys. So, yeah. Until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.